Zay Flowers' first game as a Raven did not disappoint. He was on the field for 84% of Baltimore's offensive snaps, and he had 9 receptions on 10 targets for 78 yards. He showed his dynamic skill set after the catch, forcing 4 missed tackles. He ran a diverse route tree, and he was getting open consistently even when he wasn't being targeted. And his usage rate in week 1 makes me optimistic that he's going to be a central focus of Todd Monken's offense. This first play, he's running a comeback route against Derek Stingley in off coverage. The Texans are playing cover 3, so Stingley's in a side turn with his back to the sideline. Flowers wants to preserve as much space as possible for the outside break, so he doesn't drift outside at all on the route stem. He keeps his pads level and his eyes downfield to sell the vertical route, and then at 20 yards, he sinks his hips, cuts off his route in just 3 steps, and gets easy separation. He's such a fluid route runner. He can change pace and direction efficiently. There's almost no wasted motion in and out of his breaks, so when you give him off coverage with all this space to work with, he's really hard to stick with in man coverage. This next one's a great concept to manipulate the defense's coverage rules. The Ravens are in a bunch set with 3 receivers lined up close together, and Rashad Bateman's the point, meaning he's the one on the line of scrimmage. Bateman's running a glance, Isaiah Likely's running an angle route to the outside, and Zay Flowers has a pivot route where he fakes the slant and then breaks to the flat. Now there's a ton of different ways to pass off route combos from a bunch set, but the Texans are locking the number 3, so he's in man coverage on Isaiah Likely, and then these 2 outside DBs are going to combo the routes from 1 and 2. So the outside corner takes the deepest route, which is Rashad Bateman, and the slot takes the underneath route, which is Zay Flowers. Tavierre Thomas is already in a bad position to cover this pivot because he's playing with inside leverage, but Rashad Bateman does a good job of releasing into Thomas just enough to slow down his acceleration, and by the time Flowers plants his foot and breaks outside, Thomas is at a standstill and can't recover his leverage. Todd Monken also gave Flowers a lot of design touches. They ran a jet sweep here with Dobbins as the lead blocker. This is a great way to let him build up speed and get to the edge with blockers in front of him. He also had 5 screen targets, and this is going to be a major part of the Ravens offense and Zay Flowers' usage. Georgia's offense last year had the 11th highest percentage of passing plays that were screens, and Flowers is so elusive in open space. He consistently makes the first guy miss, and he has the speed to get downfield. A couple times they had the play side guard pull away from the screen to try to manipulate the linebackers and get them to flow in the opposite direction. They were able to convert this 3rd and 10 thanks to a great block from Tyler Linderbaum, and they run the same play right here, but Lamar puts it behind Zay Flowers, so he has to move backwards to catch the ball, and he can't build up any speed. And then they also ran it here as an inside zone RPO, just a filthy spin move that ends up taking out 2 defenders. So I'm interested to see how Monken's screen game evolves over the course of the season, but it's not like this is the only way you can get Zay Flowers the ball. He can run the full route tree. He has the upside to be an elite separator. Screens and design touches like this are just an extension of the run game and something that enhances his role in the offense. The main thing I'm looking for going forward is how he handles press coverage. He only faced press 1 time against Houston. Really nice skip step to delay his release, and then instant acceleration. Good job wiping through the contact and getting over the top. And I think he has the foot quickness and movement skills to beat press coverage. He didn't have an issue with it in college on limited opportunities, but against top tier corners that are 6'2" with long arms, there could be an adjustment to that physicality. So stock is up for Zay Flowers, and for the first time in a while, I feel really confident in the Ravens wide receivers.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments any NFL players or teams that you'd like me to cover.